So, this movie is going to grow up to be the first $250 million project to make the internet wish it had been blinded by a cyclops. Now, the director's name is Chris. And Chris is basically at the top of the world in 2024 because he just won every Oscar for Oppenheimer. And Chris really loves what he calls tactile realism. Like, he'll do anything to make a mythic action epic, even if it cost more than the GDP of ancient Ithaca. So one day he decides to adapt Homer's The Odyssey. It's a legitimate classic, but Chris wants to make it accessible. He brings in A-listers like Matt Damon and Tom Holland. He even makes Matt Damon grow a full beard for an entire year because artificial hair is apparently the one lie Chris won't tell. But then he decides he wants to go even bigger and more modern. So Chris is basically telling the audience this is a gritty, realistic Greek epic. The thing is, everyone in the movie sounds like they're prepping for a bar fight in Baltimore because they're all using natural American accents. He's got Tom Holland calling Odysseus Dad, like he's asking for the keys to the chariot, and Robert Pattinson saying Daddy, which was immediately memed into oblivion by the internet. He's even got them talking about canapes, tote bags, and pep talks. Anyway, then he decides to get $7.5 million in funding from the Greek government. The thing is, he doesn't actually cast a single Greek person in the lead roles. The Greek critics are like, where is Billy Zane? Because apparently, if your epic doesn't have the guy from Titanic, it's not historically accurate. Instead, Chris brings in Travis Scott to play a bard, because Chris thinks ancient oral history is basically just rapping. So the movie is like totally anticipated now. Pre-sales for IMAX are selling out in 12 hours, a full year before the release date. People are crashing the AMC and Fandango websites like they're trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets just to get a Trojan horse popcorn bucket. The dude is even doing commercials during the Olympics to show off his modern Viking longship, which he used to portray an ancient Greek boat because, you know, mythology. But despite this high hype, behind the scenes, the marketing is turning into a total train wreck. After the countdown trailer drops, the fans suddenly realize the armor looks like a batsuit, and Odysseus sounds like he's from Ithaca, New York, not Ithaca, Greece. Within a few hours, the trailer gets 255,000 dislikes. It's sitting at an 83% negative ratio, which is a number you usually only see when a politician accidentally posts their browser history. It snowballs into this massive political discussion. Elon Musk even enters the chat to complain about authenticity while simultaneously promoting an AI-generated Iliad trailer